Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. And in today's video I'm going to give you all the updates for these lovely plants over here. So if you want to see that, stay tuned.
When I saw the girl called Ladybird, I bet.
Hello guys, I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning, and today we're going to get all the updates on my lovely plants, from my aloe over here to my Christmas cactuses and to my orchids, which I have a few good updates on those as well. So like always, we're going to start with the aloe plant here, and she is growing lovely. That leaf is going in a very different direction, and I'm just checking the mail to make sure to see if we have any new leaves. We don't have no new leaves at this point, and she's looking good. We got some brown spots that I'll have to cut off later, because those tell you that they're dead. If they're brown, it's a dead spot and you need to cut it off. Or you can just pull it off. Sometimes you can just pull it off and it's totally good. So what I do with my aloe is every morning I come in here, I check the soil. If the soil looks dry, I water it. If it looks wet, I leave it alone. That's what I do every morning. I do the same with my Christmas cactuses as well. So here's one of my Christmas cactuses, and as you can see, it is growing quite well. We got a lot of new leaves since last week, which is very, very cool, and I love it. I don't know if these guys are going to produce buds. They're still pretty small, so I'm not expecting to see buds out of these, but if we do, I'll be really excited. So here is one that will probably give off some buds. As you can see, got some new leaves that have grown out. In last week's video, I showed you what I meant when I said you don't know if it's going to be a leaf or a bud until it fully grows out. Because when these guys were starting to grow, they were a red color, which is the color of the buds on this guy. And I told you, you don't know until it starts fully growing, and when it's fully grown out, it's a leaf. So yeah, these guys are going really well. I'm thinking I probably will get buds with this one because there's so many leaves right now. But only time will tell with this one. With all my Christmas cactuses. Time will tell. Here's another one. This is from the big one. I split it up into three containers because it was so big. So it has room to grow, and we got some new leaves growing in. And if you want to get your Christmas cactus to bloom, all you have to do is put them in a cold area during the winter, which is probably something I'll start doing. Just put them in the cold area during the night when you're asleep, and when you get up, you just bring them back into the sunlight. That should get them producing buds pretty quickly. Which is probably something I'm probably going to start doing in like tonight since it's getting cold right now. And here's the other one that's doing quite well. We got some new leaves growing. No signs of buds yet, but like I said, you won't know it's a bud or a leaf until it starts growing out. But this is really, really fun. I was worried about this leaf right here because it was eaten by something when I was outside. But it grew near a leaf, so we're all good with that. And now we got my last Christmas cactus. That was a rescue. I rescued this guy, and it is growing like crazy. Growing like crazy. Oh my god, I love it. So many new leaves. This one should produce some buds. It had a few months to grow, so I think it should produce buds this year. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping on. So now we're going to get to my orchids. I don't know if you noticed, but they're in new containers. I got these containers at PetSmart. They're fish bowls, basically, because the opening is so big on them. See, the opening is so huge. If you came over from last week, this guy was actually spiked in the last container I had. And it's looking quite well, and you can see right through. which is a must if you're doing water culture, is to actually see what's going on. And I got a couple flowers that are going to fall off. It happens. It's normal. It's not something to freak out about. But if you keep a good fertilizing schedule like I do, you won't have to worry about them dying so quickly, because they will get the nutrients they need every couple of weeks. Well, there might be another spike. I don't know. I would hope for another spike. So yeah, everybody looks like it's growing quite well. There's no signs that the flower spikes are dying. So like you would check the root system for dying roots. If they're mushy, you cut them. It's the same thing with the flower spikes. If they break very easily, and you always tell if they're a brown color, but you always want to feel them to make sure if they break so easily, they're dead. They need to be cut off the same way you do your roots with your pruners and a flame. Works every time I used it. And here is my other orchid, which, as you can see on this flower spike, I got buds coming in. So excited about that. As you can see, this guy is doing quite well. The root system is growing quite nicely. And I still have these guys on here. If you remember last week, I told you I did not know what color they would be. So this was like a surprise bloom for me. Because when I bought this guy, there were no flowers on it at all. It was just this stem and the root system. And I was going to cut off the stem, but I got lazy and didn't do it, and I'm glad I did it, because then I couldn't have seen these beautiful flowers. And these will probably be the same color as these right here. But I keep my fertilizing schedule on point. It's every 2 weeks. And I just put my rainwater and the fertilizer for 1 hour every 2 weeks. And they seem to like that. So I'm really happy about that. So the first two fish bowls I showed you are plastic. These two are glass. So be extra careful with this one. But as you can see, the root system quite nicely. It's growing very, very well. I have aerial spikes, aerial roots. That one keeps growing up. So yeah, everything is looking good on this guy. No new leaves, no new spikes. Which right now I would be okay if it's just focused. I'll be okay if it's just focused on the root system right now. So I'm gonna put this guy back up. And we're going to take this one right here. Ooh. This one's a little heavier because it has more water in it. But the root system is looking pretty good. I just have one root and water right now. Just this one right here. Everybody's looking good. There's no... I had to double check. There's no new leaves at this point. So I'm just okay with it growing roots at this point, because it only has one root and water right now. And later today, I will go through them like I always do and check the root system, make sure they're all good, and change the water if need be, which I see a few need water changing because it's dirty. The water from rainwater is yellow. That's normal. But there's like little specks of dirt inside it, so I gotta change those really quick. So that is gonna be it for this week's plant update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. And if you want to share this video to grow our community, please share. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button down below, the little red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you always get notified when new videos come out. And I'll see you guys next week.